What's happening, everybody, and welcome to the TheStankCast. I'm going to be your main host today, as Steve is busy grafting, doing some other business things that he's doing, so he's not going to be with us today. But joining me today, I have. I'm not the main one for this. This is Steve's normal job. So with me, two regulars, Earthdrop, Karis. How you've been getting on?
Good. How are you?
Oh,
Panicking.
fantastic. Yeah, well, this is new for me. This for some reason feels different to, like, obviously I did cast this where it was on camera, it was on TV and people listened, but for some reason this seems more stressful.
Oh.
It seems like, I don't know. Either way, fair play to Steve. He does well.
Yeah, Steve
But-
does well.
Steve is a presenter type though. Steve.
Yeah, he is. He's better at that.
So
I'm better the pitching every now and again some shite. Like that's me. Steve handles the go of it. So, but not about me. On to you. What have you guys been up to? I know a few things that you've been up to. So, but I want to let you guys talk. So, Josh, you can start. You can start because I know you've got big things just now. So.
Yeah.
Unload.
I mean, I kind of do, and I still don't have a baby. That's
Well,
On the
which
way,
has been
though.
the case for the last
well, you almost have a few times already.
Yeah, 100%. Up to the hospital twice now. Once for like a week.
Mhm.
Slept in the van. That was good.
Amazing.
Amazing. It was actually mint. It was really comfy. I'm not gonna lie. It was totally comfy. Yeah,
Yeah, I've told you
So
many
good.
times before though.
Mhm.
See that van? You need to get one of those power things. You know,
Leisure
the things that
ones.
you're on about. What do you
Leisure
call them?
batteries.
Leisure batteries. Yeah. You need to get one of them for those scenarios. You could have just whipped the Xbox out of that. You could have sat in the back of the van,
Well,
Apex, and
somebody just hearing gun noises coming from the back of my van in Night car park. You know, I mean, that's
your
yeah.
blue Transit. Oh, amazing. So what date are we on just now? 23rd or something, eh?
Yeah,
So,
it's
oh well,
23rd.
effectively Christmas special. Fucking woo.
Oh.
When's the due date? When do you think it's coming?
Well, we've got a date now for a new section 'cause we
Mhm.
had one that was planned.
Yeah.
Because she's likely going to appear early.
Mm-hmm. Fucking hell, whoops.
The
Sorry, I'm absolutely trashing the joint here while you're
Oh.
trying to
tables tip,
work
you
this
know.
out. Carry on.
The 8th is what we're looking at, but she could appear any time between now
Yeah.
and then. It's just made a
Oh.
couple of dramatic.
I'm telling you, Christmas Day
Yeah.
baby is going to be
Nah,
hilarious.
Christmas Eve labour,
honestly.
Christmas Day, early doors.
Yeah.
I'll not give him dinner.
Oh, you'll get a hospital dinner though, mate. So you can
Oh man.
Nice dry turkey
Yeah,
for
you'll
you.
get a nice
I know,
hospital
yeah.
dinner. Soggy tatties and a dry turkey. It'll
Lovely.
be great.
Wee pot of
You'll-
jelly at the
You'll,
end.
you'll maybe be lucky. You'll maybe get one pigs and blanket as well if,
Yeah,
if it's a
so-
good one.
It won't be to my dietary requirements, so I can't.
Oh, you're right. You won't be able to have the pork, will you? Oh.
Wild.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
To be fair, I actually don't even like pigs and blankets that much, so it's not a big.
See,
That's not a big
I-
thing. I'm not having them this year's Christmas dinner. I'm cooking it,
Why?
so I'm in charge of what's on.
Yes, what you having then?
Oh fuck! A shot for this morning. We've got turkey. No, fuck. We binned off turkey actually, because realistically, turkeys. It might be the Christmas chicken, but it's pipe. It's
The
dry.
Christmas
It's
chicken.
it's dry and it sucks. Like, so we're having roast beef.
Okay.
So we're having roast
Mhm.
beef, roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, carrots and parsnips.
Nice.
Obviously
Mhm.
made like all sweet and shit. Skirly. So then what else we've got? We've got Yorkshire puddings, gravy. We've got bacon and cabbage, like sautéed bacon and cabbage,
sounds good.
and
No Brussels sprouts.
no, she doesn't like them, and I'm not a fan either.
Oh, nah.
It's just a
You like
tiny,
them?
it's just
Yeah,
a
but it's-
tiny
yeah.
shite cabbage. That's all that
Yeah,
is.
but-
Like,
They're amazing.
It's Christmas
Mm.
Day.
and my dad fries it with bacon sometimes, and that's
yeah,
good.
they're good.
Yeah, that's really good.
how I
I'll
like
eat that.
It, yeah.
That's what I do. Cabbage though, I prefer cabbage. Doing it with
Mhm.
cabbage than that.
God,
So
that is-
That's the Christmas dinner I'm
Very
cooking.
good.
So the
That
pigs and
sounds good.
blankets,
What's
controversial, but it is what it is.
What's for pudding?
Sticky toffee pudding. It's
Are you
that's
making
that's
it? Or-
that's undiscussed. Yeah.
That's shot, isn't it? AKA Morris.
Our mum brought it.
Yeah.
Our mum brought it. It's a nice one. It's a nice one though, to be fair. So
Is
we'll
it
have
a
that
bougie one? Is
custard.
it M&S?
Oh, it will
Oh,
be. It will be.
I don't know,
They're
but
from Bankery,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Listen, Bankery McDonald's is like an M&S.
Yeah, yeah,
McDonald's, Morrison's.
McDonald's.
Fuck me.
Maybe.
Sorry about that.
What?
Maybe. All right. Right now, carry on. Sorry. So you start
Yeah,
that. So you think
so-
she's going to be coming then? Mental. There's going to be 2 kids.
Oh, mate. I'm gonna have
How you
two-
feeling about that?
2 daughters. Absolutely taking the piss. out of
Without
me.
being selfish, it feels like my apex time is going to dwindle considerably.
Fuck, Jody's gonna see this. You're not playing at all now.
Just going to replay it to you when you get home. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Right. So I do apologise, guys, for that. I did that again. I'm not
Yeah.
Steve. I think I gave the desk a hiding or something like that, and it turned everything off. So carrying on, Josh, you'll get a balking off Jodie if she
Yeah.
sees you saying that you're going to play Apex with your 2 bairns.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, I can see the Xbox going.
Out the window.
Yeah. Which is I mean, I'll maybe get some nights between like 3 and 4 in the morning, but
Here, you might even just get you might get home after she's seen it and she's just been like, just so you know, Apex, I've already uninstalled.
yeah, it's all
just,
it's gone.
just
Yeah,
that's your
gone.
punishment for making
Yeah,
jokes.
No, she'll be like, go find your Xbox somewhere in the
I
forest.
know.
The forest.
Like a treasure hunt.
I've hid it
That's it.
amongst some other broken ones.
And near water. Or in water, one or the other.
Just cryptic clues, like, I'm near a tree. Like, that's, you know,
Well, that'll be. It'll be. Do you know what? It'll be intense, but it'll be good, mate. Like I say,
Mhm.
seeing the changes that have come from me since having like one kid's been pretty mad.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine it's gonna be even more for the better. Like it'll be mental, and it's pretty funny and pretty mental. So it'll be.
Yeah.
I can only imagine you're gonna have another of the same. So it'll be good
It's
for you.
just so wild. It's just so wild. And it is. It's totally by design, though. Like, with,
Yeah, I don't think I've in the last in years. I think you've ever sent me a Snapchat where I haven't somewhere had like something called out from the background from my end at the back of it. Like, I need to speak.
Uncle Cowie!
Yeah, just I need to talk, and then she'll
It's
tell me
every
like a load of
It's so
nonsense. I'm
funny.
like, that's good.
It's just total rubbish. It's usually about having a sleepover at her house. Like, that's,
Yeah, it is every time. Every
Yeah,
time.
it's just a bit. She's absolutely full of confidence. It's so funny. What scene at her nativity?
Oh
She
yeah.
got-
Oh,
I've got videos
I
on
can
honestly, it's
imagine.
So funny.
I
like,
can
Who
imagine.
was in the nativity?
she was a sheep. She was a sheep. But honestly, and I'm not being biased, she absolutely stole the show. She kept like doing stuff and like folk were laughing, and I was in tears. Like she was, they were singing, and one of the songs, like the lyrics was like, "Hey you, something something," and they would say something, but Maya was like guts full, like, "Hey you," and it's, honestly, you can see her and you can hear her on the video over everybody, just like, "Hey you," like absolutely time of her life. Like we decided she's going into drama classes because
Oh,
she
yeah.
Well,
loves it.
yeah.
Like
To
she
be
just-
fair, you've got to think like you're a creative type. Like you
Mhm.
just are. You're a creative
Yeah.
type, and Jodie just used to be a dancer and stuff like that. So it doesn't
yeah.
surprise me that she's very like, like
Yeah, she's
dramatic
very,
and wants
like-
to just be like in the show.
But
if you
I'm
know
the,
what I
I'm the
mean.
reclusive creative. Like I'll sit in a dark room and make a video. You know, what I mean, like I wouldn't speak to people or stand on a stage or nothing. But
the dungeon creative. There's just like get out, get out.
yeah, Jodie's the people type.
Yeah.
Jodie's like, because she did all the Highland dance and all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I
Yeah.
remember we
Yeah,
used
we
to see
used to
them
go
when
to
they used to do
comps,
obviously
yeah.
their other
Yeah.
dancing and stuff like that.
That's
Their-
wild because you used to know Jodie
Yeah.
longer
Yeah.
than I've
Before
known
you,
Jodie.
yeah.
And you had both interacted with her at a period of time when we knew each other, but
Mm,
I
mm.
like had no idea.
Yeah.
That's so funny until you took me to a party.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know. Mad.
Yeah, you're
The rest
absolutely
was
welcome.
history.
You're welcome, bro.
It's really wild when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really wild. It was just, look, I'm going to this party in Montrose. Are you coming? But, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah,
fine.
I'm not much of a drinker, but I guess I'll come along.
Yeah.
Next thing, the Bard doesn't leave.
Yeah.
2
Kids.
kids.
Yeah, that was it. Went there, met her that night. The next night she came round, and she literally hasn't left. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking wild. Like there's not even like two ways about that. She moved in like within a day. Like it was crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Goes to
man.
show you, like say,
It sounds
I
mental.
went down the lane like first kid
I know,
early on, and
I
now you
know.
got another one.
Two
It's
kids
obviously
and-
been. It's pretty mad.
Yeah, it is wild. It is wild. But we're doing. Everything's good. Everything's
Yeah, it
good.
is.
The page has been a bit
Well,
quiet. But
I was just gonna ask you about that. Obviously, I know that. I know you have been picking up a little bit again with the videos. Obviously, you've managed to get little bits of time where you can, obviously, but between the
Yeah.
busy schedule. So, how are you gonna struggle to keep doing that if you're gonna have this? You know what I mean? A second kid coming along.
I don't know. It's tough. I think for the longest time I've kind of pigeonholed myself with my content. I've done like I only go out and pick up.
Yeah,
rubbish
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
all I
Mhm.
post.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I was like, oh, like nobody wants to see like it's the content they want to see. And on a more
Yeah.
personal level, I've started posting personal content.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
like this is what's happening with the baby. This is what's going on. And people,
Yeah.
people have responded really well, and I didn't expect them to. So
Well,
I feel a bit more relaxed in doing like more diverse content.
Yeah.
Not like influencer. I'm not gonna like, oh, so here's my day
Mhm.
trip to like Starbucks. Like I'm not. It's not. I've
This is
never
how I
really done
start
it.
my day.
the baby shit herself
yeah.
again.
Yeah, this is a day in the life of an influencer. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna be.
Please
doing
do
shit like
one
that, like.
video, like one spoof
Oh, could you
video.
imagine? Could you imagine? Do you know what? There's one lassie on TikTok.
Just
she-
turn back going and be like, new, just like new Woodland Hall. Like come along, like here's my new dungarees. my
Unbox
new
this
wellies,
rubbish with me. That's fucking.
Coke cans.
Yeah. Amazing. Could you imagine? Nah, there's a creator, I can't remember her name, Kimbo, I think her name is, and she's on TikTok, a Scottish
Okay.
lassie, and she does hilarious skits about
Oh
like,
really?
creators and stuff like that. And sometimes I've watched them like, well, I feel a bit cold out there.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I feel it.
Hey, oh.
I know, but no, so honestly, man, hilarious, and it's probably leaning into like the stereotypes
Yeah.
sort of influencer thing, which I don't. I mean, I don't. People can do what they want. If folk want to watch it, great, but it's just not. It would be inauthentic if I did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it would be really put on if I was to start doing like, oh look, hey guys, like this is, you know what I mean? Like, but nah, I'll do some more content, but the
Do you
tidying up might.
yeah.
A
But
bit
I
of a
think, like, you know yourself, like, see when you're like, especially when you find creators that are doing stuff that you like, if you think they're a knobbit, you tend to like their content's a bit shite. You know what I mean? But even if it's a bit mid to content, but you're like, you're pretty funny. You're like, it's better. You know what I mean? And I think you've got a likable character, so it'd probably be in your best interest to lean a little bit more into making yourself more like the frame of the
Yeah.
page rather than the
Yeah.
actual work.
Yeah, which I mean, it's come out. I mean, you'll know. I mean, obviously, you've both seen the page from like the get go.
Yeah.
But like early doors, I wasn't on the camera at all.
No.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
you telling me when you were like,
Yeah,
here, I've
it's-
got my first video where my face is on it, like
Yeah.
shiting
I
myself.
was like
Like,
40,000 followers deep
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point,
yeah.
man. Like, yeah, that's like the. Nah, because we did the mental health stuff, and it was
Yeah,
up to,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
40K just me doing videos of like walking around Arbroath and like.
Because even the lives, it wasn't you
Nah,
most
it
of the
was
time to be
facing
going,
ahead,
yeah,
it
you
was
were doing
just-
other stuff.
I always thought that was really like self-involved. Like, you do a live just of your face, just people watching. Like, I don't like. That's how when I face the camera away, I would still chat to people, but
But
we
I
get to see the town and what I'm looking at, and
I think when you've got people watching it, like almost when they're commenting and interacting, it's because they feel like they're actually interacting with you. So I think in a
Yeah.
lot of these situations, when it's your face that's on it, they feel more like they're interacting with you, like you're
Yeah,
actually seeing them.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a hard line to toe because I'm not really like a look at me type. Like,
Nah,
I'm not,
nah,
like, I'm
nah,
not
not
one-
at all.
like, it's not really my vibe. So it's been a weird thing to try and manage the page. But
Mhm.
I mean, I love it and I enjoy it, and I wouldn't swap it for nothing. It means I can spend loads of time with like.
Yeah,
Ryan and
yeah,
it's
which is absolutely ideal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if it would just be good to see it pick up a little bit more in a sense. Like I know it's not about the money and so on and so forth, but
Yeah.
like to be in a position where you'd be able to finance yourself to have more of that time would just be good.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
to be honest, the financial side of things hopefully changes soon. I've got obviously that brand deal thing that I'm
Mhm,
looking at,
mhm.
and the company's really good, and their practices are really honest, and they seem really like straightforward and
Yeah, and
stuff,
I've
so
used the
it's,
equipment.
Yeah,
got equipment in my house, it's sick.
solid stuff. Yeah, I give you one.
Yeah, it works. It's absolutely slamming.
Yeah,
I hurt my back earlier on today. I've been everything. Yeah, it's just everything.
Just cups of juice and
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's nah. So what
Oh, we need to do that.
I
Actually,
am, man. That's a
we
good video.
challenge. Grab the cups
Yeah.
of juice so you can catch most of their mouth.
That's a
I've
slamming
seen
That's
video.
people
good.
do the straight arm one where you have to straighten your arm and you have to hold your arm
Yeah,
straight.
Yeah, damn sight
and
harder
do it
with
like that. But I
grabber
couldn't.
that's
Yes,
like
like fucking
8 feet away from you. Know?
Oh, I need to do that. That's good. That would be funny. Later idea.
It sounds enjoyable. Or one of us is going to drown. That's like 8 feet
Full
up. Just
pint.
Listen, I'm just saying, like, it might be a bit of a strange opinion, right? But if you're drowning yourself pouring a pint on your face,
Yeah,
then it's
yeah,
maybe
it's
natural selection. Like, you're maybe okay.
that's all right, that's bound to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It
wasn't
was-
that you would have
yeah,
forgot to breathe or
yeah,
something?
exactly,
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
nah,
dear.
Nah, that's my life.
That's
right
it. Well, that's mad, mate. I'm excited to see, like, how that pans out. I'm excited to see the whole expansion of your family. It's going to be mad. I remember the first time when we came, obviously, when Maya had first been born and we came round, and it was just so mental. Like, I
That's
was just,
crazy.
like, being like, fucking hell, my pal's got a baby. I was like,
Nice.
this is a bit
I
wild.
don't know how many people. I don't know how many people look at me and be like, I can't believe he's actually a dad. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like,
One here. I don't-
I know.
No, I
That's,
think you're a good dad. Like I say, I'm around a lot. Like I don't question
Yeah,
that.
I just-
all
yeah.
things aside, but it must be scary. Like I always say to her that like, it's actually like a fear to be like, what if I have a child and I'm just a very bad dad? Like what if I'm just really terrible
Yeah.
at it?
Do you know what?
Like lose the rag or something like that, or like thing like that. Like imagine, and I'm always just like, I better just not. It's not just in case.
I think as much as anything else in life, I genuinely see if you're worried about being bad at it, or
Mhm.
you're worried about being a bad person. I think you're inherently going to do better. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like if you're
Yeah.
bad, like it was always the quote, like bad guys don't worry about whether they're evil or not. Like that's
Well,
like,
see,
like,
for me, I get what you're saying there, but I think maybe narcissists don't care if they're evil or not. You know what I mean? You could be bad people still care, just not enough. Just
yeah.
not enough
Well,
to do something about
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
But-
but if you, I mean, if you're bothered enough to, like,
Yeah, to
worry
f-
about
yeah,
it, you know
yeah,
what I mean,
yeah.
like, I think raising kids, like, it's as long as you're. Honestly, for the most part, I think they kind of tell you what they need.
Yeah,
like,
so
you know
I'm
what
sure
I mean?
not a
Like,
dickhead about it.
yeah,
you'll
man.
be
As long
alright,
as
yeah.
you're compassionate and kind and like patient with them, the rest of it kind of does
Yeah.
itself. Like once they can feed themselves, like
See, do you know what? I'm going to clip this, right? And once I've had a kid, and it's an absolute terror. I'm going to bring this back to you in tears. You told me this. I've done this on your confident word.
Yeah. Nah,
Look at me now.
Folk worry about, how am I going to know if it's like wanting this and how am I going to know if it's wanting that? You start to get totally in tune with them, man. Like, it gets to a point where even if they can't like properly communicate with you, you know what's up. You know what I mean? Like, and like different, like even different cries and stuff mean that, and you start to realize like. Once you're actually like raising them, because I was panicking, like when I was shitting myself. Like there's no way I can raise a kid, and as long as you do the like feed them, look after them, make sure they're healthy, you know what I mean?
Eat.
Yeah. As long as you do that and you're nice to them, that's it. That's not really much to ask. You know what I mean? Like it's hard. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fucking tough, but it's a tough thing to do really badly. You know what I mean? Like as far as I go, like it's if you're a decent
I feel like
person,
to be terrible at it, you actually have to try. Like you probably have to try and be really that bad at
or
it.
just not try
Yeah.
at all. Like that's just like but it's weird because it changes your perception of stuff so much. Like it's wild.
It does. I see a lot of like it's been thinking from a lot of like fighters that say like after they have a kid, like the drive in it makes you like a different fighter and stuff like that, because like you're just like there's something about it that gives you that will to just be like, nah, like I need to like succeed sort of thing, which is mad.
And there's a lot to be said, like you see,
which has to be kind of true for you to interrupt you there, because your page took a lot like it was right after you had Maya that you started doing all that kind of stuff. Did you not?
100%. Because I don't really give a
Nah,
I don't really care, man. Like that's especially with like nature.
I still don't know how that happened actually, because you didn't used to really care, and then you really cared.
Nah, man, there's photos of me and there's videos of me in that Saxo in reverse doing fucking donuts, burning the tires and stuff. Down,
chucking tins out the window.
I made an absolute mess of things, man. It was horrible. Like it's
What was the turning point? What bit made you? What did you go? Ooh. Because I don't know if you've told me that before, but I don't know the answer to that. I think if you've ever told me, like, what point did you basically be like, here, this is actually a bit wrong. Like, maybe I'll become Mother Earth. Mother Earthdrop.
Honestly, the timing goes totally to all pot in my head. Like I can't honestly, it's like a mixture of things retrospectively. Like, I think the page started. My granddad Donaldson, when he passed away. I went out one night on a mad walk by myself, walked around the whole of Arbroath. Like I'm just gonna walk around everywhere I know and like just like walk around. And the next time I went out, I'd had a TikTok account, but I wasn't doing anything with it. The next time I went out, I walked around and I was like, I should maybe do like show people around Arbroath and stuff, take folk for a walk, because that was enjoyable. And I started doing like the videos off the back of that. And while I was doing that stuff, I feel like I just started to reevaluate a bunch of things, man. Like it's and more so when my dad there's not a lot of time to be malicious and fucking vindictive and petty, and like compassion gets you much further. We don't all have a lot of time to kick about, you know what I mean? So
you're right.
Definitely.
You can either spend your time being a miserable arsehole, which I think a lot of people would have called me like a lot of names, like you know, like there's
arsehole really being one, I'd imagine.
Like there's I mean, you guys are well aware.
We know the pre. Earthdrop. Josh.
I know. I just.
You're still a good guy, though.
Maybe.
I think you say that with a lot.
No, you were.
No, to you.
Yeah, I know. But no, but I could be like really antagonistic. Like a lot of my opinions and stuff is like, well, facts don't care about your feelings and this shit. You know what I mean? Like it's like
when Josh went through his Ben Shapiro phase.
that alt-right kind of moment that I apparently had. Like I did. It was one of these like, oh fucking, and it wasn't like. It was on like Facebook and stuff. Like it was like stuff would come up and folk would be like, you're talking about genders. And oh, there's only two. I didn't even fucking believe it. You know? Just being a fucking drooling idiot. You know what I mean? Like it was just one of these. And it, like the later on you get, and especially having Maya, you kind of look at things like, you don't want your bairn grow up in a world where everybody's like, I don't agree with you, and I'm going to tell you to your fucking face. Like there's just no need for that. You know what I mean? Like, and I my opinions now have changed. I mean, you obviously are aware massively. Like I'm so further like. But there just needs to be a bit more compassion. People, man, folk are just assholes to each other, and if we keep it up, like.
Did you do all that during COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like when
COVID,
it was like all lockdown. So folk were
dying to see outside.
I
know. Yeah.
Greenery.
COVID was mad. You forget that. I know. You forget that. That's
you do, because it did also just like. There was a point like not longer where it just went and then nobody spoke about it.
Carry on again, you know what I mean? Like,
occasionally every now and again they go, oh, it's maybe picking. Nah.
But we lived through it like a plague. Like that's
that's gonna be like that's gonna be like taught is
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Like when you say it now, it sounds funny, but in like 20, 30 years, like that'll be taught in schools like a part of history of like a thing that
100%.
happened.
I know.
Eh?
If
The
the next
COVID
one, if the
21.
next one doesn't get us before we get to that point, that's it. Yeah, nah, because But then me and you differed on opinion on that as well. Like I don't know where you.
Yeah,
landed
we
on
did
the whole
differ on
thing.
opinion
Did you
on
get
that.
your jabs?
No,
Did you not get any?
no.
I got 2.
I got none.
Did you?
Yeah, I got 2.
Oh,
yeah,
no, I
two.
got none.
My, do you
And
know
I
what-
got treated like the plague at work, and yeah, that
Yeah, I
I
got
was
asked.
threatened
Oh, yeah.
to, yeah.
I got
was
asked
get
quite
sacked and-
really religiously about it, but like my thing was just when you look at that, when you looked at the hard and fast actual facts about like
Mhm.
the wearing the mask and the wearing the getting the jabs
Yeah.
and stuff like that, for someone in my situation, there was zero benefit there for me.
Mhm.
Like there was not like, and it said
Fuck, 'cause
reduce symptoms. I
yeah.
never got any symptoms.
Yeah.
Whenever I did get it, there was no symptoms. I was just like, great, I just can't go to work.
Yeah.
Like that was it for me. So I was like, why would I go and give myself a jab with potential
But
symptoms
then
to
you-
not feel the symptoms anyway?
Because
Yeah.
I ended up with it, and all I lost was my taste, and that was
Mhm.
it. And I was quarantined to a room in our house, and I just sat and played Xbox for a week.
Yeah.
And I was off work, and I got paid for it. So
Yeah.
See
it's
the way-
it's
Yeah,
difficult because
it's-
I was mad paranoid.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, you
that.
were,
I was,
yeah.
like, I was masks on and I had all
Yeah.
the time. Like I was constant.
mhm.
Yeah, I
Washing
remember the
hands,
point you
like-
were telling me, just like, I'll never go back to not wearing them again.
Yeah, honestly, I
You're
was sure
like,
I
I'm
was just
gonna
gonna
wear
keep
them
wearing
all
masks. Like I still wouldn't have an aversion to it. It doesn't bother me, but I think like
No, I'm the
If
same.
it's-
Each their own. If
Yeah.
you want
Yeah.
to wear one because you in your belief it's going to help you, then that's fine. Like
But
I'm
the
also not
fact that
going
me
to try
and
and make you out to be a fool for it or
Yeah.
anything like that.
No,
I just
no.
personally, for me,
Yeah.
like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
like
I
it just
know.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Some of the rules as well didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, I worked in oil and gas at the time, and I still had to go to work, still had to do my whole business and whatever else. But they would make you stand 2 meters away from someone the whole time you were in work, and then come lunchtime, everyone would line up, all poured their cups of coffee from the same boiler. Everyone touched the exact same boiler, and I was like, how do you think germs are spread? Like how? Like all using the same computer, all that. Like just didn't think it was.
But I think that awareness is that was all that was needed from anybody was a bit of awareness. Like 'cause
Yeah.
you were in our circle, like our bubble at the time,
Mhm.
but we managed to coexist with completely different opinions because you weren't doing things. You weren't going to like mad huge social events. And
Nah, nah.
and heaving fucking nightclubs or whatever,
Yeah,
and all
like-
this sort of stuff. Like it's there's like
My opinion was basically I was like I don't believe it's an issue for me,
Yeah.
but I
Mhm.
understand where the fear and danger lies for
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go out my way to put myself in a position because even if I get it, I'm not concerned.
yeah.
No.
But my concern is then who gets
Giving
it
it
from
to other
me,
people.
and then,
Yeah.
then there's the guilt of me being the reason someone gets ill or potentially dying, especially in the line of work we were in.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't willingly go to a massive event and be like, yeah, fuck it, and then go to work and be around like very
Yeah.
vulnerable
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
and then be like, you know what I mean, and that be on me. So as much as we had different opinions, I was like, I'm not gonna be as aggressive about it as to be like,
Mhm.
fuck everyone else's health. Like I'm fine, so
Yeah.
fuck. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like I acted the
Which
way I
again,
did
is just
for the
basic
benefit.
compassion.
Yeah.
Like, that's-
I acted how I did for the benefit of other people,
Yeah.
not for me. Like
Did
I,
you
I,
know-
I wasn't concerned.
Yeah.
Did you notice though, like everyone that was like anti-vax or all that couldn't really they didn't really push anything, didn't push their opinion, just went right. I'll live my life quietly.
Mhm.
It was everyone else that was vaccinated, like you should be vaccinated. You're the plague. You're the
Yeah,
reason for all
yeah.
this. Like no, everyone carries germs the same. Like that's
Yeah.
how it spreads about. It's like you're never
It
not
is
go- it's
mad.
not a
It
shield
is
around
mad.
you.
Mhm.
I just think, and
But,
do you know what
yeah.
as well? Because I was on the opposing, and I think I agree with you. Like on your personal opinions, if you don't want to vaccinate yourself,
Yeah.
don't fucking vaccinate
Yeah.
yourself. But I think that particular vaccine that totally made sense to me as well. It was a new thing. It was just been introduced. Like I totally like I'm on board with that. Things like that. But when it comes, and then you've got to think about the like if you've got kids, they
Mhm.
need like girls and stuff as well. They need like fucking mad vaccines when they're
Yeah.
born. And I think that's where it separates for me, because if your kids aren't vaccinated against anything, because we all have been,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know what I mean? If your kids aren't vaccinated against anything,
Yeah.
that's not good.
The difference
Because
is though,
measles and shit.
they're
is made,
vaccinated
You know what I mean? Like,
with vaccines that are approved,
Yeah. That's
proven
what I mean,
to
that's
work,
what I'm saying,
like
I totally
agree.
studies, like,
Those
like they are proven
established,
to
like,
100%.
long-term-
They definitely
Yeah.
do their
yes,
job.
I'm with you on
Yeah.
that. And
Whereas
that's what I'm saying.
COVID
COVID was like
Didn't
a new
even
thing.
do
Yeah.
a quarter of the
No.
job it was said that
Yeah.
it would have done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Which I totally, that's why I would say I can totally understand people being anti-COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
through
like
and
see
through,
what
like,
ended
and
it
it
for
was
me was
fine,
when
I
they
mean,
came at the
like-
end of it and they went okay, and by the way, not gonna lie, you're actually probably gonna have to get these every 6 months.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah.
and
At
then I
which
went,
point,
right, do you know what?
Yeah,
Nah,
I'm done.
like,
Yeah.
nah. I'm just absolutely not
Yeah.
playing
And
ball
do you
with
know
that
the
one.
reason I
Like,
took? Do you know the reason I took the 2?
How
Because
come?
I said to myself, I've put worse in my body. Like, that's straight up. Like, it did not matter what was in that. I have put
Yeah,
worse
yeah.
into my body at some point in the past. Like, realistically, I've spent my whole life going,
Mhm.
yeah, all right.
Yeah,
So, you know, what I mean? So I was like, well, what's one more? Like, it's not going to do.
I also don't like needles as well, mate. Like, I'm not a fan. Like, I see, especially after my ear and how many times I had to put like a needle in and out and stuff like that. Like, I
Yeah.
just like, even though I know they do, like I've had injections, they don't hurt. Like, you get it done, you're like fine. But I'm just like, I just don't want it. Like, it makes me feel
It's not
uncomfortable. Like,
pleasant,
yeah, I just don't
yeah.
want that.
I'm not
But-
proactive enough to like book anything like that. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
nah,
not like.
I'm not putting time.
I'm
out
busy.
for
I'm not
that.
taking an
I'm
hour
okay.
out to do something like that.
Yeah. Nah, see, and
That
then
was a mad
if
thing.
you go abroad and stuff though, it's getting to the territory where you need to get like you go to like certain countries and you need to get like proper vaccines
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like the animals
But
there
on
and
that
stuff,
one,
Yeah,
like,
that's-
I'm gay.
like that's
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah,
sign me up, like give me
100%.
like that.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
not an
it's a-
anti-vaxxer. I
Yeah.
just didn't want the COVID vaccine.
which
like,
I
I don't want
yeah,
anyone to
which-
be like
yeah.
this. There's a fucking crazy bastard. Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm all for vaccines.
Yeah.
Just not that one.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
just
fine,
not that
and
one.
When
I
the date
understand.
will be released in 50 years'
Yeah.
time,
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
can't be
Just-
sued.
The date will just be, and everyone's dead.
Yeah. Oh, everyone that was affected is gone now. What does it matter? You
We
know,
don't
I
know
think
how
that's
it affected them
yeah,
then.
that's one of those. Yeah, that is one of those. But you just don't know. And the problem is a lot of people get too hyped up and it becomes a
Yeah.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got fucking tracking chips. And I'm like, God, calm down.
If-
like,
It's just everyone gets so angry about it, then it just does the usual thing that everyone does, and then you get these people being like, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And then it's just
Yeah.
the usual thing, and then people just can't be arsed with it.
in the
'cause they're
meantime,
like,
there's
"Ah."
folk in the background going, money, 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 money.
Yeah,
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's- I
That's,
cannot wait for them to bring out a film in maybe 10 or 15 years' time, and it's COVID, the global.
Yeah.
I
Honestly.
don't even know how to put that.
Just be a
The-
picture
the-
of Bill Gates on the front,
Yeah.
shades on, and 2 wads of
Just-
cash in his
yeah, just-
hand.
Thug life. It will.
It
It
will
was
be,
like
it
a
will be.
global
Tagline will be like,
economy
create it, then kill it. That's
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
that.
Folk in Westminster having like strippers and
Yeah.
that.
It's fine. It's fine.
Honestly, it is wild, and I think that's what pushes people to these rabbit holes. It's
Yeah.
like stuff like that happens, and they go, "Well, the government are bad, so they must be like I understand that jump in
Mm.
logic, but at the same time, they're not tracking you through a tracker. You've
Yeah.
got a
Yeah.
fucking phone in your pocket. Man.
Yeah.
Like,
Why do they
Yeah.
give a fuck what you're doing?
Yeah,
Like,
you know,
like Bob that works in
Yeah.
the shop down the
Yeah,
street.
yeah,
Who
th-
cares
yeah,
where you
they're
are?
not-
Eh?
they're-
Like,
yeah,
who wants to
yeah.
know your location 24/7?
This
Like,
is about, but everyone carries tracking
Yeah.
devices, and you agree in your terms
Yeah,
and
yeah,
conditions
yeah,
with
yeah.
so many companies. That, listen to what you like. TikTok's the same.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
go into the terms and conditions. By the way, we can listen to your microphone whenever we
yeah,
like.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Cool, no problem at all. You know
Targeted
what I mean? Like,
ads. Yeah.
and what
all
do you
of
do? What do you say no? You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
and even at that point, you guys' phones are here. If I didn't have a phone, you guys don't.
Yeah, but you've got to
Yeah.
think about it. That's at the point where like necessity is completely overwhelming the morality of it.
Yeah.
Like you just be like, well, I'm okay with the phone because I need it
Yeah,
because I can check my
yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
However, the injection, scumbag.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? It's just
Yes.
it's ridiculous.
It's hard. It's hard. And it's folk. It's difficult because folk going about that with like the environment and stuff as well. Like they'll see.
Yeah.
Like I like my cars. Like
Yes.
you're well aware I like my
Yeah.
cars.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
everybody here's seen my cars. Like that's.
I love them.
I don't know if
mean-
well seeing them. I wouldn't
Yeah.
know if I think you do like them
Yeah.
actually.
The rattle
Treat them
can
very good.
Volvo was my favourite.
The Volvo, oh,
with,
that's-
the exhaust chained up
Yeah.
to the bottom of the
cut
car.
off halfway up the car, cut completely off, and then hung with a chain around the.
Officer, I
around
don't
the
know why
axle.
it's so
That was-
nosy. It's
oh,
just
honestly.
I bought it this
Oh,
way. I
standard back
swear.
box.
Smell of fuel constantly, and inside of the car, you couldn't roll the windows up if you were in it because the exhaust ended halfway
No.
up, and it would
Do you know
fill
what?
away exhaust gases. But then that's fucking.
Speaking about being somebody that's in an environment, like going from the guy that's trying to look after the forest to then to being the guy that had to consistently carry 12 litres of oil in the boot of his Honda because it was fucked.
The individual bottles.
forgot
That was
about that.
amazing. That Honda, honestly. Do you know what? I sometimes get there and I sit and I kind of go, oh,
Yeah.
you know, and I just feel a bit guilty. Like that. I remember they taking that Civic up the low hill.
Yeah.
And because the valve stem seals were fucked, when you went on a degree,
Mhm.
the oil would spill over out of the gasket and down the front of the engine. So when I drove up, it was totally fine. When I drove
Fucking
down,
oil smell.
it was like Thomas the fucking Tank Engine, man. Like there was smoke, plumes of smoke just like billowing out the back of this thing. And I'd ran that car for years. And don't get me wrong, on record, this was years ago
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And-
Since then, I've had the van and a 1.6
Yeah.
litre naturally aspirated fucking Volvo from 1992.
Like I say,
I mean,
to come to your defence, like, that was a lot of years ago, and you genuinely, I would hope to say, is your brain was not thinking about that kind of
I
stuff.
wasn't
you
giving a
weren't.
toss.
Nah, mate,
man,
you're just
nah.
like, my Honda, bah!
If I saw somebody burning tyres now, I'd go over. Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
like the amount of sets of tyres we went through on some of the cars was crazy,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah.
but this is what I've tried. To
But like
explain.
you say,
it's
now
not all or nothing. You know what I mean?
you're
Like,
Very the opposite direction, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now to somebody like, I've said this before and I'll fucking say it again. Every single time, because I used to be the same. I used to like
Yeah.
fucking pure throw litter
yeah,
everywhere and
I
stuff.
was the same.
And I'll be driving along the road now and I'll
You
drink a
think
can of juice
twice,
and I've got the
yeah.
window down and I'll be like, I'll be like some of them is just like, but then I'm like instantly I'm just like, nah, I can't do it. Like I
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah.
it. So, and that I'm obviously not going to be the only person that's the case
Mhm.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
But
you
I
can
think
only
that's
imagine how
all
many
that's
people are doing
required,
that.
man. Like I think that's all that's needed. Like a little bit of like forethought.
Yeah.
It's not.
Which it evidently does work. Like I say,
Yeah.
it's not like I'm not exactly anything special. You know what I mean? So anything. Why did I say that like that before? Oh my god, I'm
About
degrading
it.
slowly. Not anything special, but like I forgot what I said because I got myself confused there now.
Nah,
I
well, my point
frightened
was
myself
actually-
with pure grammar
I
and
know,
lost my
oh no,
fucking words.
I messed up. Fuck.
Ah.
That's the yeah.
I actually
you
generally
did
can't
it.
remember what I was going to say there, but it was going to be good. So just
Yeah, just
just
pretend.
pretend.
Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks,
you're
man.
man.
Thanks.
sweet man. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
What bugs me is why do folk throw stuff out in the countryside? Throw it in the town. There's a street sweeper.
This
Takes
is the,
care of it.
This is kind of a.
Like literally.
I got chucked out of a biology class by our biology teacher in high school for making that comment.
Yeah.
Obviously, understand why it infuriated him this time, but we were in the class and he was like, well, we're on about litter. And he was like, do you think it's okay to litter? And I was like, keep someone in a job. And he was like, what? And I was like, well, someone gets paid to go and clean up the
Yeah.
litter. I'm like,
Yeah,
if you're
in the
chucking it,
town,
people are
yeah.
cleaning it up and that
Yeah.
means someone's making money. And he was like, is that really your opinion? And I was like, absolutely. And he was like, get out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
oh, for fuck's sake.
It is tough because it is a bit like saying I'm
Yeah.
gonna crash my car because some insurance adjuster needs fucking work. You know what I mean? Like it's hard as fuck. Like
Yeah, there's garages, so I better just go and
Yeah.
fucking do burnouts.
I get it though, but it's because it's you see sometimes folk will say things like, "Oh, but you care about the environment, but you've got a phone." Like, "Oh, gotcha." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's not. It's
What
not
about all the
like,
stuff that's mined to go in
this
your
is
phone?
this is the thing. Like you can't say, "Oh, you're not allowed to criticize the society if you live in it," because we need to live in the fucking society.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
If
yeah.
I could go and live in the woods in a hut, I would. You know what I mean? But I can't. So that's not an offer.
Yeah.
I'm
You know what I mean?
honestly
Like,
surprised you haven't done that yet.
oh,
though, to
honestly,
be
Karis,
fair.
see if I could
Oh.
and I had that. Oh, honestly, as I said to Jodie, I would spend years building a log cabin and we could
Mate,
stay in a fucking caravan.
This would be the thing that you should do. That would
Yeah,
be the thing
this
that
is
people would like to see you do for
Oh.
your TikTok, mate.
Honestly,
Yeah, just be like, listen, I'm a way to
The
try and
next
convert
step.
my life from being 100% off grid.
Yeah.
Anyone that can help me with that in whatever way, shape, or form you think that is, do. But I'm heading in that
Yeah.
direction. I'm waiting to
See,
find a
the-
plot in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, and I'm gonna build some house,
I'd
get
live like that all
power.
day long,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
But this is the problem. Like this is even like completely off grid. I think this is like folk that get themselves with like the all or nothing sort of idea.
Yeah.
Like you can't do anything. Like this is the problem. If I ever come into money, like, if I ever come into like serious money, I'd really care about like the earth and environment,
yeah.
things like this, obviously.
Mhm.
But at the same time, there's a lot of cars that I've really fucking
Yeah.
wanted for a long time. And I've had conversations with Jodie. Like I've sat down and was like, Jodie, this is really difficult. Like I don't like. If I was to come into money, I would want to sell like an Aventador. I would want
Mhm.
I can't go and buy them. Like I just straight up can't. Like, and it's not.
nah,
I
not a
don't want my
V12
hypocrite,
anyway.
like- No,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like the sheer amount of stuff that I've picked up would be steadily undone by every time I drove my car.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
like.
Or you could say I can afford, considering my backdated pay towards the
Environment.
environment, I can afford maybe a
Offsetting.
year's worth of an Aventador, and then I'll
drive
give
it
it
once
back.
a week or something. Yeah. But this is what I've said to Jodie. I honestly think I would go and buy myself a bunch of like older cars and stuff. Like I have
Which
done, man. You know
It's
what I mean?
probably the
Like,
best thing to do. You
they've
know what I
done
mean?
their
By
miles, they
already
were
been
made-
used.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I don't think electric cars are the way to go. Like at
No,
all.
it's
Like,
definitely
it's-
not.
Do you know what? See, when you think about it, right? I seen somebody explaining where all the basically parts for the battery comes from. And the amount of different places it has to be, it comes from here, gets thingy here, that gets thingy here, they both
Yeah.
get flown here, it gets made into that and
Yeah,
flown
it's
here.
not-
By the time you fucking jump that thing around enough time to it get into the actual car, there surely is not that much more of an offset for like your fucking carbon.
I seen
footprint.
somewhere suggesting you were as well driving an E46 M3 as you were as any of these new electric
Yeah.
cars. That's how.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I
Which
mean,
looking at
that's
how
a
it's made
3 litre
makes sense.
straight six. You know what I mean? Like the M3s are fast, like 330 horse or something like that. They're fast as fuck. Like,
And the electricity is not cheap anymore. It used to be cheap. I seen a woman do a
they've put it
video of her
up now.
Tesla, and it cost her £83, and she only gained something like, she went from like 100. No, she went from having like 20 miles left to having like 115 or something. So she'd gained like $80 for like 90 odd mile.
And the batteries deplete over, say, 10 years.
And
So
you don't
every
own it.
10
and when
but
they catch fire, they don't
yeah,
stop.
yeah,
That's fucking.
yeah, so the lithium batteries, they're so toxic to the environment.
The practice of upheaving them is horrible. Like
Yeah.
the conditions that people live under are. And I'm not saying the fossil fuels is any better, because they're not.
No,
like,
but
let's
at
be
least
honest,
it's like millions of years old, like dead animals pressurized.
Yeah. What else are they going to be used for?
it's the volume, it's the amount. This
When
is the
something hits
problem.
us, we'll all die, and then in a few million years, people will use us as fuel.
Yeah.
I'll be firing around a fucking Nissan
Nah,
fucking something from
you
fucking...
Nissan's still going to
Nuclear
stick around in 2 million years or whatever.
Listen, they say that the way matter works, everything just recircles. Eventually, there'll be
Yeah.
another Nissan.
Mate, honestly, I just
Yeah.
like I don't like. But this is it. I think everything just needs toned down a bit. I think we just need to
Yeah.
calm the fuck down. Like, it's just the production of stuff's wild. Like,
I've said it before and I'll say it again. It reminds me of the story that I told you with my granddad when we were speaking about something, and he was like,
I
"We're
don't
in
know
the
if
middle
you've
of
heard this,
tea.
This is fucking
No.
amazing.
We're in the middle of tea," and he's like, they start talking about the environment, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like it's really bad. Like obviously the ozone's all this, that, and next, and like so many fossil fuels, like from people burning that." My granddad goes, "Listen, in my day, you burnt as much fucking coal as you wanted, and there was never a worry about the fucking environment. The environment was fine. So I don't know
They're
what's going on
probably
now."
paying them to
To
burn
which
it
I
as
was like,
well.
"Grandfather,
Government grant
I know, I'm
paid.
like grandfather." All that fucking coal you burned.
See all the
That's
tires
it.
you were burning? Yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
the one.
See, he's piling tires up in mountains and setting fire to them. That wasn't great. As
Yeah,
it
for
turned
another
out,
20
like-
years' time, has a bit of an effect. Yeah.
And it's what tires is a big one, man. People use them in their garden and stuff. Remember, I said to you, I stumbled upon
Yeah.
some in the woods, and I was horrified. Like,
Yeah,
They
I seen them
degrade in the
I've done,
sun.
Yeah.
and they turn it into like a powder. And this powder, like when I picked it up, man, my hands were black. Like anything that touches that, like all the grass was dead.
Yeah.
Fucking honestly, tires are.
My thing is,
bad.
what do you do with a tire? How do you recycle a tire?
Yeah.
I think the bother is they can be like kind of deconstructed to a degree, and I believe they can take the rubber and the wires and that apart. And surely
Okay,
metal's metal, so I mean I'm pretty ignorant of it. I'm not going to totally lie. And rubber can be
That's what I was
remade
thinking.
and
Could
other
you just
things,
melt
like,
it all
you know what
down
I mean?
and rebuild it?
But I think the cost involved is the problem. I think it
Probably
costs
cheaper
them,
to make more.
It's cheaper to just burn them or put them in a fucking hole.
Two of the
somewhere,
boys
you
at
know
my
what I mean?
work
Like,
used to work at Michelin in the factory where they made the tires and stuff like that. Yeah.
it's bad, and a lot of it comes down to cost. Like it's just cheaper to just,
Yeah.
and that's why they
Yeah.
end up in the woods because people it's cheaper to chuck them away because you
Which
need
is
to pay
wild.
to get them taken away. Every time I find a tire, it costs £3.50.
I know, obviously I'm not going to think, but I know a department somewhere that has a certain equipment that they supply to people, and the department manager has made them basically, they don't now repair this equipment when it comes in broken. They've just stocked a power of new ones.
Oh yeah,
And they said that
Yeah.
it's more cost effective to just give them a brand new piece of this equipment than fix the old one.
that's electrical
crazy,
goods.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, some
Yeah,
of
I
them are
mean-
electrical. Some of them are like,
That's
not all of them,
mad.
some of them are not electric, some of them are manual, but some of them are electrical, but yeah.
The thing is, most of those things can be fixed. It's
100% and cheap.
Yeah.
It's usually some tiny bit of metal,
Yeah.
just bash on, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but apparently nowadays, in the way that things are going, it's more cost effective to just fucking bash a
Crazy.
new one.
That's
Yeah.
why things are so throwaway. This is the
Mhm, I know.
just everything's so like, oh yeah, use it once and
But
fuck it in the
then
bin. Like
Yeah.
it's
when our
just
grandparents were about, it was like built to last, and it
Yeah.
is. And these things,
Yeah.
like cars and that,
yeah.
they are still available
what do
to
they
use.
call
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
whereas-
Oh, they
Yeah.
call it something. It's is it inbuilt something or other? And inbuilt obsolescence, something like that.
Yeah, purposeful issues to
That's
arise
it,
so that they
just
require
so they
repairs.
break
Yeah.
at the right amount of
Yeah.
time. Like, and that's
Like
that's
phones.
mental. Like,
They say,
it
yeah,
is,
like
it's
Apple's
crazy.
like Apple's battery thing they
Yeah.
did, like that same kind of thing, like tune into
Consciously
the
slowed
battery.
down their
Oh,
own battery.
phone's a bit fucked. You better buy a new one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
So
this is it's quite hard, I think. I mean, I can speak for myself personally to exist in like a proper capitalist fucking nightmare. Like, and I'm not one of these like, oh, like burn it all down. Like, I mean, kind of.
yeah, you are
I'm
But
waiting
no.
for the revolution to start,
I know,
Josh.
yeah, I know.
leading the way with his fucking with his little wizard staff,
Yeah,
just
the zombie apocalypse. That's what we're looking for. Nah, it's
forest animals rushing behind them as he runs charges them.
mate, you've just described like every daydream I've
Yeah,
ever
I was
had.
just saying.
Fucking me and 1,000 animals marching and fucking yeah. Nah,
A new quest, is it? overthrow the fucking council.
Honestly, mate, the council, what loft they go to. It's like being Voldemort trying to overtake a school, you know what I mean? Like fucking cosmic power.
So see, that happened, man.
Like
That's the main
Yeah.
point of the movie.
Yeah, nah, I think that, like, you look at the way things are geared towards, and it's like, I mean, the news and stuff, it's meant to make you depressed. Because
Yeah.
depressed people buy more shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's just,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
they know that now. Like, it used to be, make people happy and they'll buy things. And then it was, make things sexy and they'll buy them.
Mhm.
And now it's
Yeah.
make them sad. Like,
Yeah.
that's the, like, if they're sad, they'll get depressed, they'll need serotonin, so they'll fucking buy some stuff. Like,
That's
that's
such a spot away. Like, it used to be, let's make them happy, then we'll
Yeah.
make them horny. Now make them
Yeah.
depressed.
that's exactly
Yeah,
it,
it's
man. It
fucking
used
mad.
to be like,
People started cotton on, like, you're using sex to sell us stuff.
Yeah,
And then they
no.
went, okay, be sad about it.
Yeah.
Be very
Fucking
sad
hate
about it.
yourself then. That's what to do. You don't want this? Do that. You know,
It's
and
because
that's
you
it.
want it. That's
Yeah.
why. You're the
Yeah.
scumbag.
And that is, it's hard. It's wild, and that's the way things have went. Like, just the news is constant. Oh, be afraid of everything. Like, fuck off. Like, leave me alone. Like, that's
Just, I already am.
just
Stop.
Yeah, no, stop making it fucking worse. Yeah, nah, it's such a weird sort of like setup that we've got, and
Yeah.
everyone just kind of marches on. Like you say, we ignored basically a plague.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was like fucking. It was very near
know
like a
what?
global apocalypse.
I
and we
know.
kind of
You
just
can order a
carried
lot
on.
of stuff. There's fucking basic, like, pure three mad wars going on right now, and most people don't
Yeah,
even know
that's-
about it.
Man,
Most people don't
That's
even
a
think
whole
twice, or they'll be
different-
like, oh yeah, just the one in Ukraine. Like, yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking
It's the
mental.
nuclear knife edge thing that I've always enjoyed. Like this, like, oh yeah, but we need these mad bombs that can kill everybody because they've got the mad bombs.
Yeah.
So we're all just constantly going, you know what I mean? What a fucking weird way to live. Like, all just pointing guns at each other's head. This is the safest way, by the way, just so you know.
Do this. No. Yes. No.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Well,
fucking-
he'll do it then.
Holy shit, man! Like, it's so high. Like,
We don't
high
like you anymore,
stakes.
so we're friends.
Yeah, it's so high stakes. Now he's dead, so we're now friends. You know what I mean? Like, it's so mad. Like, man, like, what a way to conduct
Aha,
yourself.
you've got a
Like-
different Sky Daddy from me, so I don't
Oh
like you
yeah,
either.
that's the best one. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, me and you're different colours. I think you should be dead for that. Like, fucking calm
Mental,
down, man. Like,
yeah.
just nah. The world is nuts, and folk are meant to navigate it, and they go, but you're something wrong with you. Here's some
Yeah.
pills.
Why is
Oh,
everyone so depressed all
yeah,
of a sudden?
hold on a minute. Like, yeah, it's crazy. But that's what I mean. You've got to try and be like compassionate. You've got to try and be a bit of the other side, because otherwise you let it swallow you
Yeah.
and you become a bitter dick
Which-
and
Oh, yeah.
you die. You know, what I mean, you just fucking.
For like our part of society, for like us, because obviously it's becoming more like, rather than multiple levels, there's just the higher ups and the lower.
Oh
you
yeah,
know what I
it's
mean?
pure
And
on the, pure on the
I
rich,
just think,
yeah.
like, say for us, it's just I don't know. I forgot what I'm going to say again.
That pure
I've gone off my thing. I got. Do you know what? I started sidetracking myself thinking about something else when I was talking there.
got lost in it.
I got lost in something I was thinking about. I was like, oh, wait, what was I talking about?
That's one of them 80
Yeah,
hates.
yeah.
That's number 56
I do that
or
all the
something.
time.
That was the
That's it.
79th one, just on its way. Right, but anyway, actually, that was a good point to.
Time is it?
As much as we were enjoying, it is 5:30. So,
Not bad.
but what I have done, me and Josh spoke a lot, so I'm gonna. I know you're not gonna want to talk
Oh
much.
no!
But
yeah,
I'll give you 5 minutes to talk about your life, Karis. Okay, so because I know what you've been doing just now. You've been at the gym a bit. You've been rock climbing and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So what have you been up to? What have you been
Oh
doing?
god. Mostly working, if anything.
Mhm.
But if I'm not working, I am either doing jiu-jitsu or climbing outdoors, or just, well, I've taken up running
Mhm.
as well. That's another whole.
You do some mad
Oh,
like
God.
Bear Grylls stuff. Don't
Oh,
you? That's
So
right.
that's why if the apocalypse comes, you need Karis on your
Oh,
team.
Karis is on my list, by the way. You're getting recruited at some point. Like, that's fucking, yeah, definitely. That's
But-
one of those.
Don't get excited, because it will be get recruited in the level if we're in the zombie apocalypse and we're at the bottom of cliff face. I'll be like, Karis, get me up there.
Yeah, go-
I need
I
to
will
be up
haul you
there.
up.
I don't know what you do, but you need to get me up there.
Don't worry,
Nah,
I'll accept. I'll need to stay at the bottom. Like, that's one of those. Like, I'm one of those. Like, nah, you guys climb. Like, it's cool. Yeah. Nah, you
But
do some
nah.
mad shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where it stems from. I'm just a bit of a adrenaline junkie. If
Mm.
that, I don't even think it's that. I just, if
I just think you're the type of person you get bored very easily.
Oh, yeah,
So
I'm
you
like,
like having a thing to do,
thing
an
to do.
active thing to
I
do.
love
Yeah.
learning. If anything, I absolutely love learning. See, so I did climbing. I've done it for what, maybe 5 years now. But like on and off, like every couple of months I would maybe go climbing. Whereas I'm like every week I'm doing like 2 or 3 sessions. Yeah, indoor,
Right.
outdoor,
Mm-hmm.
in snow if there's snow.
Yeah,
But
was it France you did?
yeah, I went
That
over
was
to
crazy,
France.
man.
Yeah,
That looked
I'm going
nuts.
over next year as well for.
To do the one that you didn't manage to do.
Yeah, but I think I'm
Mont
going over
Blanc, is
for
it?
2 weeks. So hopefully I get a fair bit of climbing in and a good acclimatization and
Mhm.
whatnot. But
That's mad.
Yeah,
man.
I grew up on a lot of Lara Croft, so I feel like I want to be her.
Fantastic. You couldn't have the pyramid shaped boobs.
Oh,
so
no,
you,
no.
you went climbing.
My graphics don't sit at that.
So no, I'll live with the climbing instead.
Who needs ice picks?
Wild.
But
That
yeah.
was a horrible comment. I was like, I said it now. Yeah,
But it'll giving a lot of people a mad
Yeah.
throwback.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
we
were.
know.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were pointy. Yeah,
They were very Madonna-esque. Those things.
Yeah,
But
mad.
yeah,
No,
so
that's
that's all I've been
crazy,
doing
man.
really. But yeah, I was speaking to one of the guys in the gym. He came over yesterday just before we went out for a run, and we were speaking. And I was like, I'd love to just be able to handle any situation. Like, I don't know, like airline pilot goes right. I've just went unconscious, or my co-pilot just went. I need another pilot,
Someone
and
has to
here's
land the
me.
plane.
Me, I will step in.
Is anyone a pilot?
I can do.
This is the moment I've been waiting for.
So, when Karis grows up, she wants to be 007 people.
Yes.
I don't want to be on a flight with you because you're sitting there the whole time going, come on, fucking
Today's
babe,
the day.
something,
Pass out.
No, but I like
Amazing.
to. I would like to be able to handle any situation.
Yeah, like to know
sort
that
of
in the
thing,
worst
yeah.
of the worst, you'll be okay.
Yeah,
like you
like-
don't ever need to panic too much because
No.
whatever happens, you've got it.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
So
Which is fair. I personally wouldn't. Like, if somebody wants to have a fight that involves lying on the ground, I'm your guy.
Same.
But anything else, I'm not really going to be very
Yeah.
useful for you. So
Nah, see, that's
Yeah.
eventually then your hobbies and my hobbies will intersect because
Oh, yeah,
you'll get
100%.
to
you'll drop your can off the top of the cliff
So
when you're
I know.
climbing, and he'll be like, ah!
no,
You'll
your
climb up that rock so
survivalism.
quickly.
No right, no guide rope, nothing.
Wife beater on.
Forest druid strength. That's my fucking.
climbing up.
What's that?
Climbing up in his vans.
Can't get everyone again, just
Amazing.
sponsorship.
Fucking-
Nice pick made of those.
Yeah.
Climb the grabbers.
Get to the top.
yeah.
This was thanks to nah. That's just for the grabbers to get up the climb. That's a good idea. Because you'll get into like survivalism and shit, and then you'll need to see foraging and shit, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you
I
want to be in
would
any
like to do
situation,
that.
you'll need to
Yeah.
know like what you can eat outside and like
Yeah,
what you can't
yeah.
and stuff. Eh?
I mean, I'm hopeless at cooking on any. Like, Jodie is my lifesaver.
That's
at
where
the end
you're
of the day.
useful. That's the fucking. There's the
Yeah.
apocalypse. Sorry.
Yeah, you're
There's the.
you're the cook.
I'm the
Yeah,
cook.
yeah.
Steve's the fucking
Oh, yeah,
cook.
yeah,
Steve's
but
a cook.
Okay, you're a sous chef.
I'll take it because at this point I've got nothing else other than to just be like like the big guy that stands at the side with the big club.
Just
Yeah.
the dude standing just.
Just the
No,
security.
that's,
Hodor.
I just need to put a bunch of muscle on, and then I'll just be that guy.
Just the doorman.
the
Yeah,
trend
you know
doorman.
the guy off of the Marvel movies that like there's this spirit one that flies around, and then there's just the big one that has the thing
Just
that he
the
throws.
dude with the
Maybe
That's
that's
right.
thinking about a bit too much. That's getting onto the big muscly erotica thing again with me. So I'm gonna move
No,
the
what's
topic here.
up with you?
Right, so, do you know what? It's funny you should say that. I went to play that Baldur's Gate the other day, right? And I was picking the characters. And there's 4 characters, right?
Oh,
There's
no.
a small woman, a small man, a big woman, and a big man. And I went to play it, and I said to Jodie, he's like, Cowie's picked that last one. Right? That's the first thing I was like, Cowie's
Cowie's
100%. That huge, big fucking
I
jack
have, and
dude.
guess how muscly he is.
You're telling me on Arc you
I
didn't
love
pick
it.
top muscle.
Yeah, absolutely.
On everything.
My boy on Ark's hench is fuck as well.
Oh, that's so
it's
good.
my
That's
game, my
so
game-wide
good.
aspirations. You know what I mean? I can
That's
play what I
so
want to
good.
be one
I
day.
Yeah.
fucking love that. And
Oh.
we've discussed that because in like a Dungeons and Dragons, like which by the way,
We
would
need
you
to
have a
play
game of
that,
Dungeons?
actually.
Would you
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Right, that's
Steve's
4
game
of
as
us.
well. 4.
That is
Done.
fucking 4
Sold.
people
My
who
house.
can do that. Like I am
told you,
honestly.
I love learning stuff, so if you show me how to do it,
Down-
I will.
I-
Yeah,
I've
honestly,
got a starter's Dungeons and Dragons like playing board thing at the house, and me and Josh
Oh,
have just
need
been trying
to-
to find people that
The
want to
problem
play it.
has always been like getting other people because it's
Yeah.
like it's one of these like.
Well, the cafe right next to Jack's on a couple nights a week do a Dungeons and Dragons
Do they
club, and
actually?
yeah, and you go in, yeah, because Robbie goes, young Robbie, he goes
Oh,
there, and they'll go
yeah,
there, and if
actually,
you go there
yeah.
and you don't know, there's people there that'll teach you how to play it, and they'll play with you and show you how to actually play it and shit
I
like
think
that.
you would be the good, like, you know, the
I'd play that.
storyteller.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah, that's it.
I said the same thing.
Dungeon Master Josh.
I'd
Earthdrop.
quite enjoy that. I'm not gonna
Because
lie. I would quite
I
enjoy that
know
too.
for a fact,
Okay.
give it 10 minutes in and you'd be in. You'd be invested in
Oh
the
yeah,
story.
oh, yeah, that would
And
be
I
life.
know
Yeah,
you've got the
yeah.
brain to be making
I
up good
love it,
shit on
man.
the
I
go,
love
mate.
shit
eh,
like that.
so
I love it.
I
be
don't know
keen.
if I would be. Yeah, I'd rather play somebody because you got to give them all the attributes and stuff like that, and it'd be good
Yeah.
fun.
We need to play. You,
Cowie,
I know.
maximum muscle.
Yeah, you would
muscle
be. I know.
capacity.
Cowie would be like, I'm half giant or something. You know what I mean? Like it would be. It'd
Zero
just be the case.
stamina.
What
All
charisma?
muscle.
2. That's the fucking
What do you want them to do? What do you want to do now? Hit them really hard. That's
Yeah,
it.
punch.
Just throw them.
punch.
Throw them.
Mate, we need to play that.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
what we'll
keen.
do, we should do it at some point, and if it's going to be the 4 of us, we'll do it on film. We'll do like a fucking like a stream, like a pod of the
Yeah.
fucking
If we
Dungeons and
bash out
Dragons.
some pods, I will do a live from my TikTok of us playing
A
fucking
D&D,
Oh.
a
I
D&D
will. I'll
TikTok.
set
Well,
it
we
up
could
on
get it
like
on
a
both.
stand
We
and
could get
shit.
a pod and get your TikTok
Yeah.
We'll
live.
do
and
it.
film
We
for
should.
that
We could
thing.
do a live. I think that'd be hilarious.
Sold.
That'd be great.
But right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on. We're running close on time here, but I've got a small game that I'm gonna
Oh,
play with
yeah.
you.
Oh, I
Right, it'll
seen
take
that.
5-10 minutes tops.
Right.
I'm excited about it.
Okay.
I came up with
I
it in
hope
5
there's
minutes.
a present
So
in this, 'cause
there are
if not, I'm
multiple
leaving.
presents.
Is it?
Right.
Oh, there is it. Oh.
So I've not got a name for it yet, but I'm gonna call it.
Cowie's mystical prize.
Uh,
I don't know if
the-
that's
the-
a prize.
I'm gonna
Really?
call you the gay gift guessers.
Look at.
I know
The
you.
happy gift.
Hey.
There's a
Thank
pen
you.
thingy. Right,
Thank
so
you.
what I'm gonna do is
Oh,
I've
God.
got 9 presents. Now I
can't
was gonna
spell,
get
by the
10,
way. Disclaimer.
but then it meant that if you both got 5 right each, then it wouldn't really be great. Oh, wait a minute, no, because you can both ignore that. There's 9 presents in the bag, right? I'm gonna pull a present out. It's wrapped. I'm gonna show it to the
Oh, I know
camera,
what that is.
and
Straight
then
away.
you are both gonna
think
get
I
to
do
hold
too.
it for a maximum of 10 seconds each, and then you're gonna write on your board what you think it is.
Okay.
And for everyone you get right, you get a point. Okay?
You could
Could
be
be
really
a-
clever here and some
wait,
subversion. That's what I'm wondering.
Well,
is that-
you're lucky I didn't have more time because I was gonna start wrapping shit to look like what it wasn't, but I didn't have time.
That's what I was waiting on.
So-
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do now. So the first
100%
one,
no.
I'm going to show this to the camera. Not much to show. Right. And I'm gonna pass it to Josh first. You've got 10 seconds,
I know what it is.
and you've got to
Yeah.
guess what it is. Now write on your board.
No, I actually don't know now.
You got to guess. And you're gonna take turns opening it as well. So you're gonna get to open it and then see. Write it bigger, you dickhead! You need to show the camera. He's trying to look at.
Try to write. Oh yeah, it's just. I don't need
you
to.
need to show the
I was writing enough for the whole list. I can just write big. What am I writing
Big
again?
what?
what this is. Just what you had for dinner earlier. I don't know.
Big muscles.
Oh, amazing.
Right. Show the camera. You've both gone candle.
Okay.
Josh, would you like to open what is definitely not a candle?
Yeah, I know. As soon as I felt, I was like, maybe not.
Just so FYI,
Oh,
before opening
no.
as well, I didn't go and get these. Like these are household items that I found. That, ladies and
I know
gentlemen,
exactly
is a jar
what that is.
of jam.
This is my
You're-
jam. This is my jam.
So now do me a favour, because I didn't pick up a board to write it. Write 0 at the top of your board so that I know what your scores are.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was waiting till I lost my
Here.
thing.
Yeah, you could stick the
Your
jam there.
That's so good.
I was gonna
So
say if
funny.
anyone got them all right, they could keep everything that was there, but well, you fucked already. So
I
no.
was waiting to write jam. What is wrong with me today?
Right, next one.
I like the peak.
Now I'll give this one at Karis.
What
You
you've
can
got
go
to wonder
first.
is
10
whether
seconds
that's
max.
Actually, a piece of it, or whether it's just.
Okay.
Right, now write your answers.
Uh,
Who opened the last one, Josh?
yeah.
To Karis.
You have to be specific.
It depends. Go.
Cocktail shakers.
Oh, I meant cup.
Cup.
Like a cold coffee cup.
I'm
sort
gonna.
of thing.
Okay, so
Oh.
right, I'm gonna let you open it, Karis, because it's on you.
Okay, wait.
I can rub this out. I'm so
It's alright.
tremendously childish, by the way. There, rubbing out cocktail shakers.
You-
I
you
got the
left
point.
cock,
I
didn't
got
you?
rid of shake. I didn't mean
Cock
that.
shake.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'll
Oh.
give you the point for that, Karis, because you did reinforce it
What
by
is a
saying
cup?
cold
I was
coffee
gonna
cup.
put Starbucks
And it was
cup,
this. You
but-
shoot up. That's all there is.
That's why I was like, can it be specific?
That's
but-
amazing.
Oh.
There you
That's
go.
amazing.
So 1-0, Karis. Karis, right, 1.
That is.
Oh, beat.
That is bougie.
Damn.
cup.
That is a bougie cup. Understandably, it came from my house. Right, now I'll give you. This is the biggest one.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Ooh.
It's Nala.
Right. Yeah, you go first. Right, so you got 10
Oh, I
seconds.
just put my thumb through it, so it's a good.
Well,
start.
don't look.
Oh, you know. Oh. Pass.
My writing is
You got to
bad.
take a guess.
Hmm. Oh, Oh god, I can't spell.
You did put your fingers
Wait,
through it.
I know. Told you, I need a couple of fucking
Yeah.
nails. That's
Right, now go and show them.
towel.
Jumper. Right, Josh, you open this
Josh-
one.
Josh's turn.
Oh.
Don't get that pen on it.
I know, I'm holding it back. Oh, it's gonna be a fucking jumper. Look, there's 2 sleeves.
It's a jumper.
Winner, winner.
Oh!
2-0 for Karis.
It's
Josh.
got the pen on it. I'm joking. Oh, wait. Where to put this?
There's only 6 left, Josh. You better fucking. Well.
Cheers.
I love how organised you are.
What?
I love how
I,
organised you
I
are.
did this in 10 minutes. This is
You
why I turned to you and was like,
definitely-
I might be there a little bit late because I was doing that.
Liv definitely wrapped these.
Yeah, no, she did. But our parents came in and they're like, oh, the presents. I was like, nah, they're not for you.
Yeah, I know.
They're
Just
just-
imagine the one.
Right, next one up.
Scotch egg.
Mm.
Oh, I didn't even show the camera. Right.
Oh wait.
Didn't show them the last one either. Right, Karis, you open it.
Right, hold on.
Oh, make it beat again.
Oh,
She's
wait.
right, I think.
Right, yep, show the camera. What does that say? Bath bomb and candle.
Candle.
And you go, Karis.
I'm gonna keep guessing candle until it's a fucking candle. That's my.
I love
what's
how
the
this
strategy?
has been wrapped in jujitsu tape.
That's all I
Like
had.
finger tape.
I couldn't find the other tape and I've
Oh,
got
it's
loads of
not.
rolls of
What
that.
did you put?
Oh, it's an apple.
It's an
It's
apple.
Fucking hell! I put a candle.
There you go. 8 points for fucking idiots.
You can light the top of it if you like.
I mean, how much tape did you put on this?
Well, but do you know what I did? I stuck it in a square of paper and then just went crumble, 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 and then wrapped some tape around it.
Stands
right.
to reason.
Next one up.
I need to stop making that tapping noise.
What do you think it is?
Yeah, that's
A what? A what, Karis? See, I'm pretty. I've kept this Christmas themed.
Is it Christmas themed?
Well, that's.
Well, I know it's Christmas.
I'm giving
I
you
know-
Christmas
yeah, I
presents to
know they're
open.
gifts.
There's a Christmas Starbucks
Mm.
cups. Try my fucking best here.
I'm trying
Right,
to
have you
figure out
guessed?
whether anybody else could
Wait.
read that, but I think it's pretty legible.
I can read that.
That's fine. I need to stop tapping because it keeps
Oh,
going on the
God.
mic.
I really can't spell, can I? Actually. Actually, no. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
It was a little bit of a yes.
Yeah.
So we're actually
just gonna show them your answers. Aftershave.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it to open
Which
it?
is on point with the
I think it's
whispering, because
mine,
that's how
yeah.
they do aftershave. I think. It's just random words.
Je peux les photos.
It's fucking.
Oh.
It is
Actually,
aftershave.
does smell quite nice.
It does. You're absolutely right.
Oh, I can put a
Why
one.
did you not use silicone?
Because I couldn't find any, and I was in a fucking rush.
Oh, that actually smells quite nice.
It does actually smell nice. I'm actually currently wearing that one myself.
Courage. Oh, that smells.
If only.
I know, yes. What a dream.
Ode.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Ode.
I'm
Ode,
Read
ode
it.
nice and smelly, yeah. Right. Next one. So,
Next
what has
one.
everyone got? Your,
I've
so
got one.
yeah,
I'm
3-1
on
it should be.
3.
Ooh.
I'm going to keep the hardest one for last.
Oh.
And these were
Loose
easy.
beans.
Next one up.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, it's an Eric Clapton cassette.
Right, take a guess. I'm going to give you advice. Give it a bit of a shake. That's all the advice I'm giving you.
I've got my guess, but
I don't know.
All right, you keep it, yeah, because when you'll
okay.
have to open it. Right, are we ready?
yep.
Show the camera in 3,
Oh, wait.
2,
I
1.
didn't spell that properly.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
Soap.
Chocolate. You've actually spelled it right. Chocolate and soap.
Yeah, but I
and
missed it.
open it up to find that
Okay,
you're both completely wrong.
Oh. Oh.
I thought the shaking would help it, but it seems to have detoured you further.
Yeah.
Still don't know what it. Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
It's a deck of playing cards! Way!
That's quite cool.
They came free with the board game that my manager gave me.
Did they really? Did they
Oh,
really?
wow.
Right, now, this
Would be Bruno.
I'd like to hope would probably be the easiest.
Okay.
Okay.
That fills me with dread.
Wait, I don't think I need to touch that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. If they would like to turn their things around, we have mug and a cup. I'll give you a
Same
point
thing.
for both of that, and I'm going to
Thanks.
open this one. It's a fucking coffee cup.
Oh, that's a fancy cup.
Bougie.
You and your bougie
Yes,
things,
he's so
honestly.
bougie.
As
Yeah,
you can
it is.
imagine,
He's
I
wearing-
did not buy it.
He's
Right.
wearing a polo shirt on a Saturday. Wait, is it Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday.
Yeah, that makes
Just
sense
realised he's
actually to
wearing
wear a polo shirt on a
yeah,
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a comfy one. It sounds
Yeah,
extra,
you
but it's
just
not.
said
It's a
it,
big,
so-
mad, baggy, comfy one. This is the next one. There's no point in me showing you any closer because that's it. These are the hardest two, these ones. And the last
Got a
one.
clicky bit.
No,
I'm willing to actually offer. Well, I'll wait and see.
no, that's not what I thought it was.
Yeah, same.
You
I
both
was
thought I
looking for
was.
the seam.
You both thought I was going to wrap a tampon, didn't you? That's exactly what you both fucking thought I was going to wrap. That's your
Yeah.
10 seconds up.
I thought someone. Wait, I'm just.
Right,
gonna
write your
go-
answers.
Oh, fuck it. So yeah, I
You
was,
just. That was a. Yeah.
Right, show your answers.
a pen.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Is it actually a
Yeah,
pen?
it's a pen.
Is it really?
The bit at the end. Yeah.
I thought
Ah,
that's when you
I
were
was-
squeezing it. I
I
was like,
was-
no, she's gonna
I
get
was
it.
going to end. I was looking for like a seam where a lid would be, and eventually I was like, I don't know what the fuck else it could be.
Nah,
I felt
it's,
like that bit on it.
Th-
and I was
this-
like,
this
ah,
bit
I didn't
here.
feel that. Nah,
Yeah.
I seen you feeling that. And I was like, ah.
That's why I asked if there was a clicky bit.
Yeah.
Nah, I
Nah,
feel
it's,
up. I was full up
Yeah.
prepared for us both to get that wrong, and then for it to be something fucking
Oh,
mental.
you're
yeah, like,
welcome. You get.
oh,
you
well.
get
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
so
true.
this is your
Wait,
I
last
just
one.
rubbed out the wrong side.
Now the score is 5-2, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
This is worth 4 points.
this one is worth 4 points.
Okay.
One
Okay.
of those.
Now you're definitely only
Those.
getting 10 seconds. Okay.
We need the countdown theme tune.
It's in my head. Right, write down your answers. No copyright, brah.
Oh, I have
Five with the
not a
camera.
clue. Mm. I couldn't actually feel anything bar wrapping paper.
That was the idea.
We got a clue.
Right, let's
I was going to be like, oh, it's wrapping paper.
No, you're not getting a clue because Josh has written an answer and I didn't give him a clue, so I can't give you one.
I can change it.
Oh, I don't even know.
Okay, I will give you a clue actually. No, I won't. I had something in my head, but I'm going to sound like a dickhead if I say this out loud, so
Please
nah,
do.
you're not getting one.
I can already hear
Right,
that
you've
internal
got
voice.
5 seconds.
Oh, I don't
5,
know.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
What'd you say?
Pass.
Pass.
pigeon
Open
roll.
it.
That's
Open it.
fucking. Who is it? Me. Yeah, that was my guess.
Did
Kitchen
anyone
roll. I
win?
thought
Who
it'd be
is
funny.
the winner?
I'm just gonna pick up a bit of kitchen roll and wrap it in some paper. Oh my fucking days!
Where is it?
It's a tea bag. It's a fucking tea bag.
It's a fucking tea bag! Woo! Right,
was-
thank you very much.
fully expecting just be and this was lying around.
Well,
There you go, you can
people,
have
that
back.
was my
I like
makeshift
that.
Christmas game.
was
You know,
good.
it was on a certain
Oh.
level quite similar to our game of lies that we do, but at the same time it was items rather than questions.
Yeah,
and
I
I thought
like that. I
it sounded
enjoyed that
fun in
game.
my head. I enjoyed it, and
We did.
yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Eh?
Yeah.
Hope you had a good time. I feel like Josh is going to write something inappropriate, so we're going to have to try and quickly fire off this ending. Is it bye?
I love
Right.
it. I fucking love that. Yeah, but
Well,
if we hadn't been on the camera,
yeah.
that's
Right, well, we'll call it at that, guys. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. You helped me out with my debut main host of the
done
podcast, so
well.
thank you very much, guys.
Terrible.
I appreciate the help, and I actually really enjoyed myself. Fuck you. And we'll see you later on, guys.
Bye, guys.
Peace.